Welcome back to the channel. We're going to do our part 2 on vacuum forming. So first thing we're going to do is let's review. So we have a vacuum forming machine which I got off of Amazon, and it's actually a dental vacuum former, and it's a Jing Ang, I guess is how you pronounce that. And that ran from $96 to $110 for the investment of the machine. And then I got the clear plastic PETG 0.020 inches. You can get a 20 pack for like $18 to $20. So that's going to be your investment as far as if you buy this machine. Now there's many other machines out there, and there's ways to make homemade ones. You know, this isn't your only option as far as you know, vacuum form machines. And I wouldn't just watch my video. I've watched a couple videos of these machines, and I watched Adam Savage, his favorite tool, great budget vacuum former. He was not doing model parts. He was just doing vacuum forming with this machine, and that was very helpful. And of course, Scale Model Experiment, James Tester has a video out about vacuum forming, not this particular machine, but just his version. And then I know Frank's Model Works, Frank Steffens, is gonna have one coming up. So don't watch just one, watch a couple, because you might take things from each one and use different things. So don't be afraid to watch a couple and then decide on how or what you want to do. And of course, Bill Geary has one also. And when I posted the first video, someone gave me that link that I was looking for. So I'll post all this information under the information on my on this video. So that's the basics. So now we're going to look at actually doing the vacuum forming, which I'm sure everybody's been excited about. Now, I have a spoiler alert. I actually did a couple up front. I did 3 up front, just so I could see how it worked. So this isn't the first time I did it. It's the 4th time I did it. So we're gonna get ready, and I'll show you how to do it, and then you can form an opinion. And I do have some comments at the end about this that I want to share with you, but we're gonna go through the whole process, and I'm gonna go ahead and start the heat on here. Whoops, I want to go through this one more time. So what we're gonna do is turn on the heat. I'm gonna put the piece of plastic in here, and then we're gonna raise this. This has 2 levels, and we're gonna do it at the 2nd level. And then once I get this up to temperature where I can't really show this on camera, but if you watch the film, the piece of Mylar that you have in here, you'll see it like kind of get funky, and then it'll start clearing up. Like you'll see it kind of spreading and clearing up. And that's what I've been using as my judgment as far as when it's ready. It'll start drooping a little bit. And then also I have a heat gun. I'm gonna check the temperature and write down some notes. So I want to try to be more consistent on when I do drop it, because that seems to be the critical part of this, is having that film hot enough to form, but yet not overheated to get bubbling and stuff. So there seems like there's a fine line between that. And you can see that I already have the mold in here, and then I have these little, it came with these little ball bearings that'll fill this up, and so it actually pops out pretty easy. So once that's heated, we're gonna turn this off, and we're gonna move this out of the way, and then we're gonna hit the vacuum, and then I'm gonna drop it, and then turn the vacuum off. It's that fast. So it's pretty cool. I'm fascinated by it, but again, I have some other comments I want to make about the mold itself, not the process, but my buck. I'm not happy with the buck, and I'll tell you about that afterwards. So let's get started. So I'm going to take a piece of the plastic, and it's got film on both sides. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm actually gonna turn this on a while to get the heat started on it while I'm doing the plastic. And then I'm just gonna take a piece of masking tape, and of course I'm not ready. So I'll grab some cheap, whoops, now I'm making a mess. Grab some cheap masking tape, just some blue tape. So I'm just gonna peel. Well, I'm gonna attempt to peel. So it's got a layer on both sides. So we're gonna remove both sides of it. And then we're gonna open this up. And these are cut just to fit in here. And gonna lock it into place. I'm gonna check my temperature. It's already up to 279 degrees. I don't know, this is the first time I measured the temperature, so I don't know if that's good or bad. But we're gonna swing it over right now and we'll get started. So we're swinging it over and we're gonna heat this puppy up. Now I'm looking underneath of it to see. So it looks like the film was about 106 degrees right now. But I'm looking for distortion. So we'll see what happens. And I see distortion, and now I see it kind of clearing up. And I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to turn that off, turn it back on. And we're going to see what we got. And it looks like I didn't heat it up enough, as you can see here. So I wasn't near enough heat. So I'm going to turn that back on. I'm going to drop this down so I can load up my new film. So see this? Like normally, I have one already cut out that I already cut the windshield out. See how this is all, this is like, so I didn't heat this enough. So that's not even close. So I need to go hotter. And that's okay, because I don't want to do a couple of them anyway. So again, we're gonna reload our film. This is fun. You guys having fun? I'm having fun. It probably won't be fun when I do like 30 of these and don't get them right, but right now I'm having fun. So we're gonna just raise that up. Take that over, and we're going to see where we're going to go here. I'd really like to get that film where so I can see the distortion already. And it gets like wavy lines in it, and I just have to wait for it to really get clear. And maybe I should do it higher, but I'm not gonna. I think I just need to wait longer. I like it right about there. It's really bubbling, so put that down, put that up. Oops, got a couple my little ball bearings. And there you go. There is a perfect, there was a perfect windshield. Got it in the second try. So it's kind of a hit or miss on whether it's ready or not. And you'll see it, it'll get a bow, it'll actually get a bow in it. Now I want to talk to you about my problem I'm having that I'm not happy about. And that is the 3D print. And I don't know, this could be with everybody who's doing these windshields on 3D printing. I don't know yet. So I need to talk to some guys about it. My problem is that when they print out the windshield, it's too thin. It needs to be thicker. If you look at this, you can see at the bottom, it's got like a bow in it at the very bottom. It's not shaped like a windshield. It's got a dip in it. Can you see that? See that right there? See that there? It's got a dip in it. And of course, that's showing up on this. You know, the windshield wouldn't be like that. Now I might, if I can't, and I have, this is for my 73 GTO. I also have a 73 Grand Am station wagon, and I went to check that windshield as well that came with that one, the Buck, and that one's the same way. So I need to go back to my 3D printer, the guy that I bought this from, and see if he'll redo the windshield bucks, but thicker. They really need to be like twice as thick as they are. And of course, then I also mark these so I know, you know, what this goes to. So I'll keep these, but I'm disappointed in the quality, not because of the 3D printing. I just think they need to be printed thicker. Like they're distorted from the word go. And then when you start trying to sand these and clean them up, it just gets worse. So it's got like, look at that. It's like a spoiler on it. And so I think the machine works wonderful. For not knowing what I was doing, I think it worked really well. But I think that you need to, I need to find out if I can get thicker prints. Or from what I've been reading about vacuum formers, if you can make one out of your buck out of metal, like the actual windshield out of metal, like maybe some aluminum or something like that, they said the metal is the best, and a lot of people use wood bucks, which they say work good. The one thing I am gonna do, I was getting, the first couple I did, I was getting, you know, dirt in the windshield. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna seal the plaster of Paris with something, just something to seal it, you know, so it doesn't have dust in it. That one came out, the last one I just did, this one came out pretty clean though. There's not any, I like this thickness. I like this thickness of plastic for the windshields. I really do like that. It's thick, but not overly thick. It's kind of like in the middle, I guess. But again, watch everybody's. Don't just watch mine, you know, and see, you know, I'm sure there's guys, like if you just Google it or go into YouTube and search, I'm sure you can find people that make them by hand, that you can make your own. Actually, the one I was looking at when Adam Savage was doing his video of this, he actually has a big one that is homemade. You know, look at what other people are doing, and you know, check that out. But that's pretty much it. How this goes. I'm disappointed in the mold more so than the actual process. So I know it was intimidating. Like, I didn't want to do this. It took me forever to get around to doing this. It's like I've had this machine for months, and I just never got around to doing it because I just felt like I was going to fail. And actually, this process with this particular machine has been, you know, pretty easy. It looks like the biggest deal is knowing when your material is ready and when it's ready to drop. But you know, you can see through that. It sees through there nice. I might use this anyway on mine. I'm not sure yet, but it's just not quite right. So I need to do some investigating on that. But hopefully that has really helped. And you know, that this is something that you might want to look into. It is an investment, but maybe if you got a couple buddies, I mean, I got 6 of these 3D printed bodies, and I'm going to need to make windshields for most of them. My Metro van, I won't need to do that because that's all flat glass, so I don't have to worry about. But I still think I'm going to use this this product to make my glass out of that, because I really like the product itself, the thickness. And I learned that that's Bill Geary. Bill Geary, that's what he uses. So this is pretty much the process that he does. I might even talk to Bill about what he's using for bucks on his, how thick he's using his and stuff. But I'm not very good at making a homemade buck. I don't know if I could do that or not. That might be the next video I do on vacuum forming. But hopefully I can get this resolved, and then maybe I'll do another one where you can see what you know, if that works better. But the process works. I just need to do more work with my bucks. So that's going to be it. We're going to wrap it up. But don't forget, Z-Force Model Works. You type in rate 10, you get 10% off on any of his products. So go over to his website and give that a shout out, or check out what he's got. And also I got my Auto Modeler magazines in. So these are like, these were discounted because they're only 10%. So they're pretty cool. I got 2 of them. I want to get them all. So check them out. They're a good read. That's going to be it. We'll see you next time.